Hi everyone, welcome back to the Deaf Trucker channel. I'm Justin. If you're new, welcome. If you're a subscriber and you're coming back, hello, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well and staying happy and healthy and staying positive and trying to, keep it up. Also, all the subscribers I've gotten, it keeps on going up, and comment. I love comment. Don't be afraid to leave me a comment down below. Okay, now let's just get right into the video. Today I had I'm not gonna say their name, but I had someone message me a few days ago that said that she's having a hard time hearing, and she's scared to go see a hearing specialist or the audiologist, and she wanted to know what happened, or what my experience was like, and because she generally is scared to go get her hearing checked. So I told her, and she was very happy with what I told her, and she actually told me I should make a video explaining of what happens when you go get your hearing checked, and that it's not a scary experience. Now, if you know you're getting, you notice that if you're turning the TV up a lot more higher, or you're having a hard time hearing on the phone, you probably need to go get your hearing checked, and do not be afraid to do it. Go get your hearing checked at an audiologist or a hearing center, but I would recommend you go to an audiologist, because an audiologist is certified. They have went schooling for it. If you go to like a hearing center, they're usually salespeople and they're selling hearing aids. They could do like the basic test, but you actually want to get an actual audiologist that can give you a proper diagnosis. Okay. My experience with dealing with getting my hearing tested and dealing with the audiologist was honestly great. My first time I went to an audiologist, I was, I think, 4 or 5. A 5 for sure, because I got my hearing aids when I was 4. And my first audiologist that I remember, his name was Jim. Jim's retired now, and he's been my audiologist from day one, and I absolutely love that man. He did so much for me from the time I got my first hearing aid. He advocates for me when I used to go to school, and he helped my parents. He supported my parents in many different ways. He was such a wonderful man. I missed him. We all get old, and we can't, have the same person forever. And Jim, if you're watching this video, thank you for everything you've done. I hope you're enjoying retirement, and I miss you, man. Like, you were such a great audiologist, and I hope you're doing well and enjoying retirement. So, let's moving on. What happens when you go get your hearing tested? Well, you go to the place where you go get your hearing tested. When you first get there, they'll give you like a form, like a medical form. You can fill it out, and just standard, like when you go to a doctor or when you get your eyes checked, you fill out a form. Pretty easy, right? After you do that, they'll take you into his office, and he'll talk to you, and he'll ask you questions like, "Oh, well, when did you first notice that you were starting to be hard of hearing?" Like, he'll ask you questions. Well, do you notice you turn your TV off, or hearing on the phone? Do you have a hard time talking to people? So he'll make a note of all that. Once he gets a good idea of who you are or whatever, he'll take you into another room. Now, most audiology clinics, they have like a booth. And what a booth is that you go in on one side, and there's a wall with a window, and he's on the other side. And when he's on that side, he'll check your hearing, but I'll explain in a minute. But first things first, he's gonna check your healing level. So he's gonna be getting a graph with this wand. Okay. Now it's not scary. It doesn't hurt. It he'll put it in your ear, and it's like wearing an earphone. You put it in there, and he'll push it, and it doesn't even hurt. And you're going to hear like a humming. Well, I do. I hear like a humming or whining sound. And what it does, it measures your audiogram. Mine goes like this, and then just drops. So it means I can hear a little bit of the low frequencies, and then the high frequencies, I just drop off the scale. So I have pretty bad hearing. But I don't want you to be nervous about that, because there's nothing to it. It doesn't hurt, nothing to be scared of. And once that's done, then he's gonna go to the second part of the test. So he's gonna go on the other side. You're gonna sit in a chair with the headphones on, and he's gonna go on the other side, and he's going to push a couple buttons, and you're gonna hold a clicker, like a little thing with a button on it. And every time you hear a sound, you push the button. If you don't hear the sound, well, you don't push the button. But when you don't hear the sound, he marks it down. When you hear it down, he marks it down. So that part there is the beep test. Now the second part of the test is that he'll sit in the room, and he's gonna say, okay, I want you to repeat what I'm gonna say. So he'll say like ball, stalker, TV, car, and then you have to repeat that to him. And then, like, through the window. Now here's where it gets harder, and this is probably my least favorite part of the testing, even though my audiologist was great. I love that man. It was great. He tried to make it not so frustrating for me. But the second part is he'll take a piece of paper, and he'll cover his mouth, and then he'll start to say, darker, ball, TV, because he's gonna see if you're gonna read in his lip. And most of the time, like me, when you cover his mouth, I fail miserably. I fail. Like I do not get any words right at all. So he makes a note of that. So now he has a good idea of where your hearing's at. So he'll take you into another room. He'll sit you down. He'll take your piece of paper and has a graph. And I've noticed too that in a lot of comments that a lot of people don't understand them. If you don't understand them, ask your audiologist to explain it to you better, or write it down explaining what your hearing levels are. Because I'm so surprised that I see a lot of posts and comments that people don't understand the audiograms and what their hearing is like. So but that being said, he had a good idea. So he's going to recommend what type of hearing aid would be best for your type of hearing loss. And yeah, so and that's pretty much it. And it's really not that bad. Getting your hearing checked is probably a good idea, especially as you're growing older and you get into your 50s and 60s and 70s, go get your hearing checked. It's really not that bad, and it doesn't hurt. It's not uncomfortable. Me personally, I found it a very pleasant experience. But I had a pretty awesome audiologist, and yeah. So Jim, like I said, if you're seeing this video, I hope you do, and I hope you're doing well. And so yeah, so I just kind of wanted to do this video. I'm hoping that everybody will understand that that getting your hearing checked isn't a bad thing, and I hope that I ease and help people not worry, and so anyway, that's it for my video. If you like this video, give it a like, and subscribe and check out my other videos, and I hope everybody's doing well, and yeah, just have Everybody have a great night. Have a good one.